Good morning, family and friends. Real quick video this morning. One of our dear friends on YouTube, Dan at Dan Permaculture Food Forest, asked us to show how we set up our grape vines. So this is definitely not a how-to because I'm sure there are better ways to do it, but we did do a little research before we set ours up, and I can show you. We used T-post for ours. Let me turn you guys around. We use T-post for ours because grapevines are extremely heavy. So you want to use a post that you can set deep into the ground. And then originally we used a wire rope, which we quickly found out was not strong enough. So then we came back with we used a rope. I forget what this is made from, but it is strong enough to hold the grapevines, but you need something a little stronger. So then we came back with a coated wire rope, and we had two initial layers, which I need to fix one of our layers because the second layer, you can see, it did break because grapevines get extremely heavy. So you want to use something that is very strong and can support the weight, and the wire rope did do good. This has been here for about 7 years, and just over time everything wears out. And then you want to space yours out about 6 feet. That's what we did from what we read, and that gives your vines some support as they mature and the grapes mature, and then the weight increases. And this was our first attempt at setting up a grapevine trellis, and this is our second attempt. We did 2 rows. Again, we used a welded wire rope or coated wire rope, as you can see back there. The coated wire, we used the coated wire back there, and yeah, we've got some junk in here, but this is working. We've got a grapevine over there that is a couple of years old, and it's got grapes on it, as you can see. Let's see if I can zoom in. So you can see it's got grapes on it, and we'll be happy to harvest those this year. And our homestead is, as all of you know, is a work in progress. We also have a second layer out in front. So this time, one of the things we learned is our grapes have no limits. So once it grows, the one that we have over around the corner comes over this fence and just goes on. So we know the grapes will grow and grow and grow. So this one, when it does outgrow the back trellis, can come up. We'll run a wire up to this front section, and then it'll be able to grow there also. So those are our first 2 attempts at a trellis, and they have worked. We've always gotten a good amount of grapes off of it, and we've made grape juice. I haven't gone the step of making wine yet, but eventually we'll get enough where we'll be able to do wine. And finally, for those who followed us for a while, you know we have 2 micro orchards on our property, and in micro orchard 2 we have set up some grapes out here. And for these grapes, we've just we've gone scorched earth and got something that we know the wire hopefully won't break, even though that one broke by me manhandling it. We just got a cattle panel, and we set that up, and eventually we'll figure out a way to extend these. We may do a arched cattle panel or something, but we'll probably connect these. But we've got 3 grapevines, and these are seedless grapes. Our other grapes are not seedless, but these are seedless grapes here. We've got a white grape, another seedless white grape here, and we've got a seedless red grape over here, and we got rabbits who are trying to take over. I think I'm gonna go get my BB gun and come back out and scare them a little bit. Yeah, the rabbits are definitely not super afraid of us. Originally, if they saw us, they just took off running, but now they just kind of scurry off a couple of feet. And we got a apple that's dropped down that they're nibbling on, so you can see it down there. So there, that is how we have our grapes set up. Definitely not the way commercial grape growers probably do theirs, but it works for us. And it's early morning now. I'm going to attach a video from yesterday onto this one so everybody can see some of the other updates we've got on our property, and put this in Saturday for our Shed Wars competition. So our cleanup efforts on the homestead went pretty good today. Oh, we got some shed, and not the good shed. We got some shedded snake skin. Well, we're not going to worry about it. Better a skin than a snake. I am out here in Micro Orchard 1. And for our long-term viewers, you know that we have been trying to grow kiwi for years. Let me get you guys out of my mug. And this is actually a work day for me. So I have been inside the house working, and Mrs. SG and SK1 said they were going to come out here and do some cleanup. And boy, did they do some cleanup. So if you saw our June update about 5 days ago, this was a forest overgrown, and we had just worked on our hugel mound over there, but they came and they cleaned this out pretty well. I actually bought a heavier duty electric lawnmower, which I may show, push mower, that I may show, that we got just for areas like this, but they got at it with the lawnmower, the weed eater, and now we can see. Let me turn you guys around so you can see what I see. So now we can get to our blueberry bushes / trees back here, and we can get to our kiwi vines, and we can actually see what's going on with our kiwi vines. And we have had these, we bought 3 probably about 7-8 years ago, and then we bought 3 more because we weren't sure we had a male and a female, and we actually have 2 in pots also, and never got any fruit. But finally, patience has paid off, and we have been fertilizing these despite the fact they haven't given us any fruit. We have been fertilizing them with the same blend that we use for our tree, the Job spikes, and then Job's powder, and we've also been giving them a fish emulsion treatment, what we call a Lady 511 treatment. And now this one has tons of kiwi on it, and if this one is producing for us, then hopefully The others will be producing in due time. So we're going to continue to work on our permaculture fruit tree guild back in these areas, but just really happy. And Mrs. SG texted me a picture while I was working inside, and I couldn't wait to get off work to come outside to see this. So yeah, this may be the only one that's giving fruit. I'll double check again before I go inside, but this is a wonderful thing. Yep. And now these beds will get cleared out, and it's mid-June here. We're in zone 7A. We're going to clear these out, and then we're going to put a little bit of a fence slash frame around these. These are just edge beds. These are 2x4s, and we're going to try to do some corn in here and see if it'll come up before it starts to cool down. And interesting, we planted comfrey over here, and what we have now, I have never seen a comfrey do that, so I'm thinking maybe this is a weed that just grew up where we had our comfrey. But yeah, this is weird. So if anybody can tell me, is this an overgrown comfrey plant, or is this just a weed that's coming taking over? I suspect the latter, but yeah, this is weird. Mrs. SG asked me if I planted comfrey here, and I was like, yeah, I put 4 or 5 cuttings a few years ago, but I've never seen comfrey that would look like that. So yeah, we're gonna do some research. So yep, I actually see we have kiwi over here too, if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. So just a few over here. Yeah, we're tickled pink. So this has just been a good year in the garden. So quick update. Yeah, we got, I say we, they, my oldest son and my wife, they got a lot done over here. So once we get the Hugel mound built over there and continue on with our permaculture fruit tree guild, we'll do some similar things over all along in this area, because again, we don't want to have to come out here and fight against Mother Nature. Our good friend Lead Farmer 73 did a video a few days ago, and he talked about the same thing. Try to work with Mother Nature. And we got the house built here, and we got all this land cleared, and just didn't realize you can't eat the grass. So yeah, we'll get this built up and we'll figure out what we can do. We have more comfrey over here, and actually these are some of the plants that we took cuttings from in this area. We split, and we usually split a few times each plant, and then we slowly add it to other areas. And we took this comfrey cuttings from here and planted over here, and we let nature take its course. And yeah, the leaves look like they could be comfrey leaves, but these flower sets they don't. So I'm gonna go in and do some research and figure out what's going on, because nobody likes a mystery except for Scooby-Doo and the gang. So yep, our cherries are not looking that good, but yeah, no complaints for us. The garden overall is doing good. Apologies for the lighting. It's an overcast day. Yeah, a garden surprises you lots of times. We've got tons of blueberry on one of our trees, but our cherry tree, which this cherry tree here was severely damaged when the big tree fell on our property, and it has bounced back like gangbusters, but no fruit on it this year. So yeah, the warm weather was not good for cherries. And sorry about that. Yeah, when you see a snake skin, then you start to imagine snakes everywhere. This one was the most heavily damaged cherry tree, and it's alive. We're gonna try to keep it alive. And it tried to produce some little fruit, but it just, yeah, this one we're not even worried. Matter of fact, we'll probably just pull all this off, because this one we wanted to focus on staying alive, getting healthy, growing up. We want it to look like the other one, which was not damaged as bad as this one, but yeah, we'll see. Our apple trees bounce back well. I still don't think we're gonna get more than a few apples off of these two that were damaged this year. I say that, and then you're looking at me instead of them. So these two apple trees, that one actually has a few fruit on it. This one doesn't have any, but if we're successful with our fruit tree gill, and the trees can go down into the soil and they can get everything that they need from the soil, and they have plants around them that encourage pollinators to come by, that, you know, help to ward off pests, we think they'll be successful too. And we should just title this video Patience. We've got some pecan trees, and we've got some almond trees here on the property, and we've been patient with these also, and we know they can take 7, 8, 9, 10 years to bear fruit, so we're just going to be patient with them. But Mrs. SG also told me today that one of them had fruit on it, or nuts on it. Yeah, I'll have to do some research on that, because I'm not seeing any. Yeah, this is our tree with the gangster lean, and it really wants to lean. It actually pulled the stake out of the ground. We had to try to straighten it up, but yeah, we'll see how it does. So yeah, I'll have to check with her to see which one she saw the fruit on, because I don't see it. So let me turn this off for a minute and do some detective work. Alright, as you guys can see, I had to bring Inspector Gadget out here with me, or so she sent me a picture, and I didn't get the full scope of the picture when she sent it. So we do have fruit developing on here. Hopefully you guys can see it. But it is, I keep saying fruit. We have nuts on here, and I'll do a picture that'll hopefully show up better. Okay, so we have pecans that are in the very early stages. I came out here expecting to see a full-size pecan, but it's early in the year, so hopefully this is a sign of good things to come. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Yep, there we go. So we have them. They're probably less than a ½ inch long right now. So they are definitely baby pecans. So, but it's paying off. I hate to put you guys all up in my mug, but yeah, my wife and son, they did a great job out here today, which is always a good thing. So
you found all the
I did. I saw them on 2 of the plants. Was it on 3 of them? So yeah, and I thought this was a snake skin. Is this some tape from the box?
Yeah, I'll look at it.
Yeah, so
We'll need to put a brace on this kiwi.
yeah.
Big on it.
Yep, just stick that and that'll hold it. Yeah, I need to put another U-shaped picket here though, because we've got our Kiwi on cattle panels, and we generally use pickets, U-shaped pickets, or I forget what the other kind of pickets are called, but yeah, we didn't on this one. We just used, and I don't know why, because there's a picket right here, but yeah, we just used green metal garden stakes, and yeah, this kiwi vine is humongous, and I don't see any fruit on here. Is it? Oh, okay. So yeah, oh yeah, this is the other one. I just came from a different angle, and then I showed them the plant. I did plant comfrey there, but those don't look like comfrey blossoms to me, so we'll see. The leaves look like comfrey, but the flowers don't, so I don't know, but I'm sure somebody up where I'm at, somebody will tell us in the comments. Maybe Arkansas woodcutter. He did a video today about wild edibles or wild identification. So I'm just rambling now. This was supposed to be a few minute update on the kiwi. So I'm going to go ahead and close out, take a few pictures to go along with this. You can see I'm a proud papa of some kiwi plants now. And we're gonna go inside and eat. The boys are already eating, so as always, come here, sweetie, so you can be in the closing too. Since you did all this work and I did the the kiwi, where's the sun at? So as always, this is Rob, the Sapper Gardener, with Mrs. SG, saying God bless our great country America. You, wherever you are around the world, your garden, your harvest, your kitchen, your meals, and especially your family, that have health, success, and prosperity. Take care. Sapper out, and
This is SG out.
take care, everyone.